So how excited are you? You guys get to not just to hit another team, but you get to kind of find out what you guys a little bit about what you're about.
Yeah, we just get to go out there and have fun. Get to hang out with my friends on Saturday at a high level. Excited about going to Charlotte and playing a good team.
Mac has said Sam leads by example and isn't too much of a vocal guy. What have you seen out of him that is him leading by example?
Yeah, he does everything right. He stays late. He arrives early. And also, he said that, but I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does vocally because he has a lot of respect in the locker room already, and he's had that. So his way of leading vocally isn't the most verbal like a Ray Lewis, like because like Ray Lewis was very vocal, Ed Reed was very vocal, and you look at that whole era, and it was more confrontational than it is now. Get a leader that's vocal like that in this era is rare because I don't know if all players respond to that like they used to. So I think the way he leads is mostly by example, but there's a vocal aspect to it too.
How does a true freshman gain respect like you said he has? How have you seen him do it, maybe progressing from spring to summer and now?
Yeah, first and foremost, just being humble. I think a lot of guys that have his pedigree coming in, his high ranking and stuff like that, they might get caught up in the rankings before they get here, and then after they get here, and then feel like they should have handouts or they feel obligated, right, to have a spot. And I don't think he felt that at all. And it just really speaks volumes to him, his character, and his family, because all he did was work. We had this saying during the summer, we don't want hype, we want work. And I just think it's real because what's the hype going to do for us at the end of the day?
How soon after seeing him do his thing did you realize that not only was he really good, but he could be a starter this year?
I probably say to be honest, back in the spring, just see him throwing the ball around. It was almost shocking because I don't know. I had never really been around a quarterback with that type of zip in person. Besides that, maybe like a Chaz. Chaz could throw it.
What was your first impression? What do you remember about the first impression?
Yeah, he was quiet. I thought he was quiet, but he's actually pretty talkative.
Speaking of Chaz, has he tackled you in any scrimmage or anything?
No.
There was going to be a follow-up question if you said yes.
Yeah. No, but he's done well. He's done really well.
What is your impression on the transition that he's made?
Crazy. I think it's very impressive. He's been a freak since high school, and I didn't know that until I got here. I have friends, out in Charlotte, like his way. I know he's actually from like Denver, right? But he's like a young king before he got here. Like a lot of hype, a lot of quarterback hype. He was a quarterback, but how athletic he was just ridiculous. Like when I seen him when I got here, I'm like, this dude might be faster than me, but he's not.
The other day, Max said a similar thing about you that he said with Sam, that you're more of a lead by example guy, and this year he's challenging you to try and be more vocal in the locker room. So how are you? Have you been attempting that so far?
Yeah, I think to be honest, I think I've always been pretty vocal, but I just think after a while, when you get to like a place where you've had the same boss for a long time, I think their words start to lose value. And I just think, like, when you're that boss, not saying I'm a boss, but, like, being, like, in a leadership position, you got to find different ways to, talk to different people because not everybody's the same. So I just feel like my passion for the game has to come from, like, that's where my leadership has to come from more or less than I did it right, now you do it right. You got to come from, I want this for the team, I want this for us. Not because I just like telling you what to do. And I've never really been like that. I've never been like, well, I'm going to tell you what to do. I just feel like I want to let you know so that you can be better. But now it's more of a, I do it because I want us to be successful. And that's been like a big change for me.
What's one of the biggest points of emphasis for the running backs this week?
Just taking care of the ball.
decision.
Is there a way you're being used differently in this offense you can compare it to your last 2 seasons that stands out to you?
No comment.
In what ways has Coach Longo simplified the offense for you guys?
No comment.
We need. Max said that he has no idea what kind of personality of this team is yet, because he hasn't seen you guys in game, how you handle fourth quarter adversity. Can you kind of tell us what you think the personality of this team is?
Yeah, I think we're a group of guys, a family, not a group, that has a lot to prove. We kind of left last year in the past, so we're not even really thinking about it. Not really. I mean, it's always gonna be in the back of our mind a little bit, but I think we're a group that wants to be labeled as tough, confident, and winners, because we haven't been that since I've been here.
In what way do you believe the new workout regimen, strength and conditioning program has helped prevent injuries?
Yeah, I think we do a lot more body recovery than we have in previous years. More stretching, more band work, more working out. Our lifts are more tailored to our position than just getting in the weight room and lifting heavy weights, because we do that too. But I think they're more tailored to our position.
Can I ask a follow-up? What does body recovery consist of?
Just stretching, but it's more like functional movement, things like that. And then also I think guys are taking it upon themselves to take care of their bodies better, because they know how long the season is and what kind of game we play. It's very violent.
How different is this first game week different from last game week or first game week of last season, whether it's the kind of vibe in the locker room or the things you're going through? Do you feel any difference?
Yeah, I feel like we're more confident coming into this game, just because of the preparation that we've had. We believe in it, and we believe in the staff, and we believe in each other fully. So I think that's probably the biggest difference.
How would you characterize Coach Longo's personality on the field? Because he seems like a pretty serious guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a cool cat. I heard he has a cowboy boots on this morning. I don't know for sure. I think I saw you tweet that. Yeah, and he's just cool like that. So he's gonna be cool. He's a collected guy. His motto is "Don't blink," and he lives that. He lives that in the most serious way. Like, if don't blink is like, if I make a mistake on this play, don't let it carry into the next one. Or say, quarterback throws an interception. He can't go out the next series, think about that interception. He got to let it go as soon as he gets to the sideline. Learn from it and then keep going. And so I think, like Coach Longo, his cool demeanor allows us to go out there and play, freely. Because if he can do it, we definitely can.
How's the offensive line coming together, and maybe anything that stands out compared to the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I love them. I think they're doing really good. I think we want to be ready for week 1, but we have to improve every day. But I think they're a more physical group than they've been. I think they're more athletic than they've been. I know we had to do some moving around. You guys have probably seen that, but I think that no matter who we put in the game, it's work to be done, and I think any of the guys that we're bringing to the game can get it done.